Welcome to Strictly Businews. I am Alfonso Santinello. We have Corey Vittoramo here. And we have host of Fame and Money on the Business channel. And third or fourth time guest? I don't know.
I don't know, but how come I get this big introduction and Corey gets like,
I get
it's
the head
Corey.
nod.
It's Corey.
I don't need no introduction.
All right. If I get one next time, I'm going to be pissed. That's it for introductions for me.
All right. Well, welcome back, Megan. Thank you for coming on. So we're going to dive right in. And
A hilarious topic that you picked.
We are?
Yes. There's this. All right. So there's a fridge. All right. So this company developed a fridge lock that keeps you from overeating, basically. And what it does. Yeah. So what it does is every time you open the fridge, no matter what time it is, it's gonna send out a message to all your social networks saying that you opened the fridge at this time, and that you just rated the fridge is the line they're gonna use. And I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just freaking hilarious.
It's just funny. It's so funny. So the commercial was that they have it's like this big huge thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that should just be enough for you to make a conscious decision to not open the fridge. But then it's like this like overweight guy, and he has nothing in his fridge but this like slice of pizza.
Who wouldn't want to break into that fridge and get that?
Not covered, and then like this like nice carafe of like water. I'm like, who is this guy? And he's like standing in the fridge, and he's just like, your mouth is watering, and then all of a sudden his cell phone is going off. Because all of his like Facebook friends can see the feed that he's raiding the fridge, and they're like, "Oh, you couldn't come out for drinks, but you're gonna raid your fridge." And
I mean, they're saying they're not sure if it's real or not, but according to Springwise, all metal real customers will get one. So if you're a customer of this company already, they're going to send you one, and I don't know if they're actually going to develop it to mass produce or not, but
it's kind of like a demo phase.
Yeah.
I was curious if you chose me to be on the show first or the topic first, and how you connected me with the refrigerator topic. I was just curious what's happening here. I'm not putting when I open my refrigerator on Facebook. Like, there's no effing way. There's enough information on there. I don't want to know anything about you and what you're eating. I already know what you're drinking in that cup. Do we want that on Facebook? What's inside that cup? It's too much information.
Not all the time.
No, it's too much. It's way too much. But the other thing is, people are going to ignore it just like they ignore everything else. I mean, like, hit the snooze button, don't care, delete it from their feed, get rid of it. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's true.
If you have the willpower or you don't, I don't think this is really going to deter people from opening their fridge. It might just put their phone on silent or delete Facebook.
Well, I mean, social media in a way has gotten to where people want to know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're doing it with, where you're doing it. It's just like, again, this is kind of jumping into that phase of, they're already coming out with smart fridges that will, connect you to all the social networks. And this is funny, but if this actually happens, I personally don't want to know who goes in the fridge, what time they go in the fridge, or what they grab to eat. Like, I just don't care. I don't care when people post that, their day schedule out for everyone to see anyway.
Right.
Don't care what you eat.
Too much.
Yeah. It's not the Super Bowl. Stop giving us the play-by-play. Next.
How long have you been waiting to use that one?
I don't know. Just thought it up. All right. So, next up, Twitter partners with NASCAR. Twitter announced a digital partnership that will bring NASCAR enthusiasts a tweet-by-tweet of the Pocono 400 race. I said that right. In the weekend of June 10th. So they will carry like a hashtag NASCAR tweets from drivers and commentators, as well as celebrities and fans. So this is actually really bringing in the behind the scenes and people that are at the event and just kind of pulling it all in together. So, I mean, this is good. I know they've been having trouble. They haven't made money yet, but I think this is start getting them more into the business realm of connecting with bigger brands and getting their name out there.
Well, it's not that new of a concept in general. So you're just saying it's shockingly new to NASCAR and NASCAR fans, like it's a new genre that they haven't tapped? Because a tweet by tweet from behind the Oscars and on stage or of events and things, it happens all the time.
By the like the Oscars will have their own person doing it. But this, I think Twitter, what they're doing is pooling in, they're going to pool in the information into one feed for you. So they're going to pull in people and celebrities, and they're going to curate it all into one. It's not necessarily follow NASCAR on Twitter and get all the one from NASCAR. They're going to pull everything in, and Twitter is just going to maintain everything for that weekend. I know Corey's a big Twitterati here.
And I'm a huge NASCAR fan.
Now I know why I'm on this episode. Hey, I'm I mean, it just makes me think of drivers tweet by tweet driving. It sounds scary and like people are gonna die.
Well, I did some research, and there's actually over 75 million NASCAR fans in the United States. I mean, they have a huge fan base, and actually, like 6 million of them would. Well, this is from last year's statistics, attended the 2010 races. So their fan base is not only like really strong and loyal to them, but they have a huge fan base. And the demographic ranges from like my 98-year-old neighbor who watches NASCAR in her garage. On her
True
flat
story,
screen.
I've seen it. On a recliner.
To the 7-year-old kid who goes to the race with his dad.
Right.
So I think it's really smart to like pull in social media with the NASCAR fans.
Definitely, and you know, it's a little judgmental to assume maybe not as many NASCAR fans are on Twitter, but it's probably true that there's a big market there that
their sister or wife,
you know,
is,
that not every NASCAR fan is onto Twitter, so it's going to cross brand and bring some people some money, you know, at Twitter and at NASCAR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever seen the Jim Gaffigan skit about Hot Pockets? And he's like.
Where's this leading out? How is this?
Because he grabs the Hot Pockets and he's like, warning, you just bought a Hot Pocket. Hope you're going home to a trailer or watching a NASCAR event. and then
maybe that's where they got the idea for the fringe thing, too. It's like it all connects somehow.
And then he does like the voice up with the crowd and they're like, hey, I like NASCAR. It's funny, you'll have to say. Yeah. Google Jim Gaffigan Hot Pockets. It's probably one of the funniest.
Well, I think he's hilarious, so I think,
So funny. Hot Pockets.
Yum.
All right.
No. Vodka.
You gotta
I'm hungry.
pee.
I got pee. Vodka. All right. So, you know, a couple of weeks ago, no, actually, the day before Facebook went out for the IPO, GM pulled $40 million worth of advertising that they've done through Facebook. So there's a big outlash in other car industries, and a lot of people are saying, well, if they're pulling out, then who's going to pull out? Stop! You're so dirty, Cole.
I just all over you.
No. But do you know what I mean? Like, okay, so they lost so much money, but Ford is actually utilizing what GM is not using now. Mm-hmm. You know, Facebook is this whole controversy of do the Facebook ads actually work, and you know who actually clicks on it, how is it turning into money? I mean, companies like this who have budgets of GM's budget was $120 million for advertising. They spent 40 of it just on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You know. I think they did it in more of the IPO way of they didn't want, you know, the IPO didn't go exactly the way Facebook wanted to, and they didn't sell as much as they wanted. But a lot of people are saying that GM pulled out because of the IPO, and they didn't want the cost to change due to, you know, the rising cost of each share.
Well, little did they know what would happen. But, you know, people don't do things that don't make money. Yeah. And they don't do them repeatedly. So they've been in this game for a while with the Facebook ads. They must be getting clicks. They must be making money off of it. I don't know how you are. I don't click on the ads except for by accident. You know, when I accidentally hover over there and click on something.
So the ones for handcuffs?
Really, I mean, you know, based on my status, some things do come up, like Naked in Vegas or whatever. But, you know, like, I don't ever click on those ads. You all right? Hot Pocket? And, you know, so it's not really for me, but they must be making money, right? They have to be. And Ford, I guess they were scared. Is it GM?
GM, yeah.
And they're just scared, you know?
They were saying it's all down to the execution, and that, actually, I'll quote them. We found that Facebook ads are very effective when strategically combined with engagement, great media content, those types of things. So when you combine it with all of your other strategic advertising efforts, then it works. But not just alone.
Well, it's like that in social media in general. You can't do just one. It's kind of, you have to play a part of everything and intertwine it all. And that's how advertising, marketing, that's how it all plays. Is you can't just do one and not do the other, because people are going to, especially now the way the web is, people are going to look for you online, even through social networks. People are going to look up a company on Facebook just to see specials and deals and promos.
And what other people are saying about it, what they're complaining about,
exactly.
all of that.
Yeah, so pulling away, I mean, they're still having their big brand page and using it for social media, but they're pulling from the advertiser, which necessarily now gives a lot of space to the other car dealerships to throw in money and promote their company compared to what they were spending. I mean, article didn't say how much Ford's spending or what any other company's spending, But $40 million just on Facebook ads? I mean, my dad brought it up, and if my dad doesn't even know how to turn on a computer, and if he brought up Facebook ads, I mean, it's obviously a big deal.
Yeah, but they're American cars. That's why your dad brought it up. He knew what was going on with Ford and GM, right? Is that?
No, he's Italian. He doesn't care.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that, not me. But, I don't know. Where are they putting their money now is the question.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do with all that money they were spending on Facebook? What do they think is better?
They could hire Businews to be spokesman. I do have a GM, just saying.
It does. It's pretty sporty.
The Terrain, great vehicle. All right, so next up, from another company to another, JCPenney is in trouble.
I know, and I love them. I really
You love
do.
everyone.
No,
Get
I
off
have
your
this
happy
new,
pills.
I have this newfound love for JCPenney. I really do.
Is it
Ever
good?
since researching for this episode, or
Or
Prior
since
to.
this? Okay.
when Ellen decided to be a spokeswoman?
Actually, yes. She wheeled me right in.
Well, the retailer said it's spending its dividend and sales are dropping dramatically. It plummeted more than 12%, dropped roughly 19% just in the first quarter of 2012. So they restructured their company. Was it around the holidays?
Yes.
That everything was to be this one set price, or they were never going to do a sale per se, and
No one believes that. That's the thing.
But they did.
But people don't believe that kind of marketing. They think it's a trick. I
Yeah.
think, who believes that we're saving money for you? You believe that?
Oh, well, sort of.
I just think a lot of people are kind of wary of that. It seems a little salesy and like a pitch, and
it
you can
seems
really
gimmicky,
feel
like
it. You
they're
can really
waiting
feel
to see,
it.
like, all right, so I bought it. Now what's going to happen? They're going to like put this bill on me.
Right from their website, I went to JCPenney's website, and it's
You did more than the article research?
Yes,
Wow.
I did, Al. Can you tell I'm really prepared today? So the company
Just
is
not dressed.
transforming the way it does business and remaking the customer experience across 1,100 JCPenney stores. They're discovering straightforward, fair, and square pricing. So the month-long promotions that they used to have, they're slashing the prices and doing less promotion. So they don't have their coupons anymore.
Right.
I don't know how their JCP rewards are working now, but I think that the prices are, I don't know what their biggest competitor is, because you can't compare them to Macy's, and you can't really compare them to Target either. I think
Sears,
that's a little bit.
I don't know, but Sears has a whole other way that they go to with automotive and all that.
And appliances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the JCPenney right in Holyoke, they're redoing the store. They have
I don't know. I
various
feel like they're going to be
options.
the next Ames and Bradley's, where it's just
They're
because
like Steigers. They can't change that much. I don't think, to keep up with
yeah.
the times.
Well, the online sales went down 28%.
Yeah.
Not even the retail. The online
Right.
sales went down as well. So you're not giving people coupons or reminding them why they should go to your store. That's not going to get people in your door.
Yeah.
And they're not losing new customers. They're actually losing the regular customers that they have. So I have
me.
a
And they're actually they send out these catalogs, and their website everything is so trendy and it's colorful.
See, but they
and
geared people for years toward middle-aged white moms with a coupon,
Yeah.
in
Right.
their paper. So I don't know, this trendy
I
thing,
know.
it might not work, but sometimes you can't change your image that much.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to backlash on them. I have a feeling they're going to be ending up cutting out stores and downsizing it. A lot of the larger retail, we talked about it a few episodes ago. Best Buy cut out 50 stores. It's just online shopping is where a lot of traffic is now. People don't have time to run to the mall to pick up something.
Right.
They'll just click, buy it, and also wait for it to get home. So if they don't have a reason for people to buy them online or in store, then it's just going to hurt them, hurt the bottom line. Look at that, I said bottom line. All right, that's all I'm gonna stop.
Drinking time.
Yeah.
See you later.
Well, we're gonna end it right there, and we'll be back with Megan, and we'll talk about fame and money and all the bleeping words that she says on the show.
It really is drinking time.
Yeah. All right, her and a martini. All right. So welcome back. I am here with Megan Lynn Allen from Fame and Money, also here on the Business Channel.
That's right.
Megan, what is, for a lot of people that don't know, haven't watched it, what is the show about?
Fame and Money is everything celebrities, but business related. We like to say we give them the biz news. That's spelled BUSINEWS. If you're looking for me on YouTube, Fame and Money on Twitter, Fame and Money TV. And yeah, we talk about celebs, celebpreneurs, who's making money, losing money, how they're trying to make their way in business, and a lot of reality stars, Dancing with the Stars, Real Housewives, all those people who are trying to make their buck in the moment.
Yeah.
And then long-term celebrities like sports guys with franchises and chicken restaurants. And we talked last week about Dick Clark and how he was into donuts, and nobody knew that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people knew that the Brits are eating Dick's Donuts? Did you know about it?
No.
No, they are.
Not until you mentioned
Dick
it,
Clark,
and not until you said it like that.
Dick Clark
but-
was like one of the first people in with Krispy Kreme, and he made a ton of money off
Yeah.
that. So there's a lot of things that are like under the radar that you don't know about celebrities and business and how they're making money. And also, we drink a lot of vodka on Famous Money.
Yeah,
Where's my martini glass, though? That's the weird thing. Is that
I don't drink martinis, so I don't have martini glasses here.
Oh.
I apologize.
Well, that's all right. I brought this. It's the Businews channel. Have you seen this before?
Yeah, I ordered those. So we just kicked off season 2 for the show and got you rolling with it, and you film at Chicago's in Springfield. And
Right, Martini Bar in downtown Springfield, Massachusetts.
check them out. Very cool place. So for the people, what's your background? So people, they know the show now, but what are you about?
Aside from drinking, I've done a lot of theater, music, arts, little local TV stuff, directing, stage managing, being on stage, singing, different stuff. So I grew up in kind of a fun, creative arts family environment. And I was a theater major in New York City when I went away to college. And now I actually work with the Youth of America. directing children's theater. And then I just learned like, oh, this Kool-Aid is really good. And that's what I pretend is in here. But yeah, I work in theater and art and all kinds of things that are fun. Yeah, it's a fun way to be.
Yeah, I mean, so when we started working, I asked you about the show like months ago. I think you were one of the first confirmed ones that I wanted to.
I will take any job.
Well, when we start filming Businews After Dark.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
But what was your, and I asked a lot of the hostess, and we're starting to get them to come on the show and help promote the show. And what was your reaction when I first wanted you to be involved? And you've been on this show plenty of times,
right?
So, but to give you your own
platform. I think it's a very open-ended, independent, creative environment. In fact, we never fucking bleep a thing, right?
No.
So you can kind of say whatever you want. I mean, we all do research, just like we were talking to Corey and everyone that comes on Strictly Businews, Fame and Money, the same thing happens, believe it or not, even if it's 2 a.m, at a bar. I'm doing research on my little handheld device. And so, it's fun to find your own topics, and you give me a little guidance about what you'd like the show to be.
Yeah.
The fans on Twitter and Facebook write about what they want to see. And so it's kind of like stand-up and business all in one.
Yeah.
And so you can put your own personality into it.
And it's very, with your show, I think, and we've transitioned to a different format
right.
Previously. And now, I think now it is very like stand-up. We got you just standing in front of the camera and just like, this effing person is doing this, and this is how much they're making.
Well, I don't say effing, though. I say fucking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. But I don't say fucking. But There we go. I just did. So again, if you want to see Fame and Money, it's on the Business channel, Facebook, Twitter, Fame and Money TV.
And every week, every episode, we have a celebpreneur of the week.
Yep.
And you can kind of give your opinions on that as well. Send in who you think it should be. But there's always someone who is working hard for that extra dime, that extra million, whatever it is. And there's always someone new, up and coming, whether it's Rob Kardashian with his new sock line or whoever it is. There's somebody out there.
Sock line.
Yeah, he's coming out with a sock line. You didn't know about that?
I did when we filmed your episode.
Oh, I was so drunk. I don't remember you being there. But that was a really good episode. So good job.
Awesome. Well, before you pass out on the table, is there anything else you want to tell the viewers about Fame and Money?
No, check it out next week's episode.
Yep.
Hasn't
this coming, it'll be up within a couple days of you watching this.
There's a little surprise on that one. But the one after that we're filming coming up, I do promise a costume change.
Oh.
You don't know about it, but
I do now. I'm a little worried about it, but all right. So make sure you check our show out, Megan. Thank you so much for coming on. High five.
That's how we roll on Fame and Money. We high five like.
This is what the business family is all about.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check Megan's show. I want to thank everyone for coming on, and everyone that's just you that came on today. But all right, I've had enough vodka for one episode, so we'll see you guys later.
Bye.